I'm a lot more interested in seeing what's above here. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll go over here. Well, welcome back to the channel. I'm currently in Wells Gray Provincial Park. This is the third side of Wells Gray Provincial Park, the side that I have not yet been to. Down that road is Mahood Lake, and that is where I'm headed. I'm going to camp. I'm going to canoe on Mahood Lake. But first, I'm going to go do some hiking. So first of all, I got the van parked there. And if you look across the street, the road, there is a trailhead for Canim Falls and Mahood Falls. So we're going to walk to both of them. That is the plan. It is hot. It's like 30 degrees. I got suns out, guns out mode. And one other thing I want to note before I go is if you look, I have this random red patch just above the knee. And I think that's from sitting in the van. The sun comes in from whatever angle and it hits that spot where I'm still pasty white because I have not been outdoors a lot this year. I've been working and hermiting. So everywhere that's not right here on my driving arm is very white. So anyways, I don't really know why I'm talking about my sunburn and my pastiness. Let's go hiking. Mahood Falls, Canim Falls, let's go. Safety first, do not fall off the cliff. Oh, I gotta recycle that can. Anyways, let's go hiking. Nice little viewpoint. I feel like I can hear falls. I don't know. I do not know if that's where we're going or if that's just another falls that you can hear. Anyways, pretty interesting. These rocks do remind you of the other sides of Wells Gray. So I guess so do those rocks actually. I remember seeing these volcanic style rocks when I was canoeing on Clearwater and Azure, or maybe it was Murtle Lake. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. Well, you can see the falls up there. Pretty mediocre view. I really don't know which way to go to get a better one. Not that way. Maybe there is not that good of a viewpoint.
With that little disappointment behind me, I push on hoping for better things. This trail follows along the Canim River, and regardless of what I say moving forward, I am in search of Canim Falls.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I guess that's Mahood Falls. Canim Falls was the ones I couldn't see very well. That's awesome. Definitely worth walking down here, even though it is hot. Although I did see some kids that looked wet, so I don't know if you can get right down there, if I want to get right down there or what, but yeah, that's a beautiful little falls. Mahood Falls, already looking good. Well, I continued up past that viewpoint, and I feel like we're getting somewhere good, actually. If you look over here, you can see over the edge. And I can see some mist. So I wonder if, maybe, just maybe, we can get to the river. Also noting, it is that same volcanic style rock, so pretty interesting geology here in Wells Gray. But anyways, I'm a lot more interested in seeing what's above here. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll go over here. That is awesome. You can see the rainbow coming off. Little mini falls over there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, bud. Okay, now we are right on top of the falls. Safety first, we read the sign at the beginning. Remember, we read the sign. Do not fall off the cliff. Look at the river over the falls. That is absolutely awesome. I think I'm gonna get the 360 camera out and see if I can get myself a good view. But other than that, I'll see you back at the van and we'll hit up Canim Lake. No, Mahood Lake. Let's go.
After recycling my cans, it was time to finish the drive to Mahood Lake. At this point, I'm just hoping it turns out better than that non-viewpoint of Mahood Falls. But forever optimistic, I roll into the campsite, find a spot, then head down to the beach to cool down. And what an absolutely beautiful beach. I spend the rest of the afternoon here, frolicking and working up myself an appetite.
So I got some smashburgers on the go here. They are pre-smashed from Freshco. I'll throw some cheese on there. Oh, hot. I don't have a real barbecue, so I hope that melts up all right. And then I got these buns here. Bad bun to meat ratio. But I got some burger sauce. And I'll smear that on with the bun top. What are these looking like? Then I got some leftover cabbage still, so I'm gonna throw some of that on there. Well, I'm gonna say those are good. Slide that on there. Slide that on there. Lid. Eat my cheese. Oh. Little squirrel hanging out for dinner. Everybody loves smash burgers, even squirrels. Anyways, I got these from Fresco. They were the cheapest chips I can buy. So throw a handful there, barbecue, and there we go. And then there we go. We got the old backyard smash burgers and barbecue chips. Let's give her a taste. It's pretty good. I would not mind a little more things on my burger, but ultimately I'm on the van, so I don't have enough room for extra ingredients. That is a good dinner. 2 hikes today, busy day, but tomorrow I'm gonna go canoeing. So it's pretty much the rest of tonight. I'm going to be chilling, eating the rest of this dinner, and we're going canoe tomorrow. So let's go. Well, good morning. I have already moved my van here from my campsite into this parking area, which might also be a crime scene. Not 100% sure about that. But either way, we're about to go canoe Mahood Lake. I'm gonna pop this canoe off, and then over here somewhere, right over there, there's a pathway, probably 100 yards, meters. I'm Canadian. Probably about 100 meters or so, and then I'm gonna dump it off at the water, and then we're gonna head out on the lake. Not exactly sure what we're gonna do. It's gonna be hot. It is 10 or 11 a.m. and it's already hot, so it's gonna be a hot one, but it'll be nice to get out on the lake. This is the first time I've actually canoed all year. It is July something. It's damn near August, and I have not taken this canoe out. So that's kind of what today's about. Getting the canoe in the water, getting paddling, getting moving, and exploring Mahood Lake. So let's get this thing off, and let's get into the water. Okay, I'm officially out on Mahood Lake. As you can see, I got the shore in behind me, an open lake in front of me. This is just an absolutely beautiful spot. Also, another note, I do have my life jacket right behind me, so be safe. I have been told that this lake can get very windy, but all lakes can get windy, so I'm not really concerned. It is hot, that would be my bigger concern, but ultimately, if it's hot, I'll go in the water. So with that being said, I'm gonna canoe down here on this side and see what we can see. I really have no idea what there is at all. I'm just guessing, but hopefully there's a nice beach or something to stop at. Otherwise, we're just gonna go explore, but that's why we're here. We're here to paddle, we're here to explore and see what's further down Mahood Lake. Okay, let's go.
Mahood Lake is one of the 4 major lakes of Wells Gray Provincial Park, and it's the last one that I've canoed. It feels good to sort of finish that off as I start this new journey. Wells Gray has 3 separate entrances with 3 unique lake systems, and seeing that this is my 3rd year in a row doing van life, I knew I had to check this box off. It started year 1 by paddling Clearwater and Azure Lakes. Year 2 I went to Murtle, and here I am in year 3 on Mahood. All great lakes and all awesome experiences. Although deep down, it still bothers me that I wasn't able to get all the way to the north end on Murtle Lake. So even though I have ticked off all these boxes, I really haven't.
Well, I've just pulled up onto this beach here. As you can see, I got the canoe parked there. And if you look that way, that is the far end of the lake. And we got an epic view all the way back down. This beach, you can see it when you leave. It kind of pokes out and kind of separates the end of the lake from the rest of the lake, I guess. And nice little spot to stop, have a break. I'm gonna go for a swim, and then I'm gonna put some sunscreen on, and then I'm gonna continue further up I'm not sure. There might be a beach up there, maybe that far point up there. I'm not doing anything too crazy today, but I would like to go further. Maybe about 8K or something like that and turn around. Get the arms moving. But it is hot, so I'm gonna swim and definitely get a sunscreen because this pasty white body has not seen sun all year. And I'm still early in this trip. I do not want to burn myself now because I got like 70 more days if everything goes according to plan. And you do not want to get burned this early in a trip like this. So that being said, let's swim, have a snack, and then we're gonna head further down and see what else Mahood Lake has to offer. What a place. What a place.
As we continue with our journey at Mahood Lake, we're barely going to put a dent in it today. At 21 kilometers long, Mahood Lake is screaming at me to paddle the whole thing. But that's not what today is about. Today is about getting out in the boat and getting my arms shook loose. And at this point, that's already been a success. Not every day needs to be about paddling a great distance. Sometimes you just need to putter around and enjoy the view. Although there are rumors that there's some pictographs hidden on this lake, and if I knew where, I would probably be hell-bent on finding them.
So I think I have found my turnaround spot for the day. If you look next to me, it is a rocky shoreline. I am parked with my foot. But I've gone 7.2K and the wind has picked up. I don't know if you can see it. The wind is not bad, but it is there and it wasn't there earlier. And I've pretty much got to the distance that I wanted to turn around. I really would like to get out to that point. I'll be honest, that point doesn't look that good. So that kind of hampered my enthusiasm. If you look over there, there looks like there's a nice sandy beach. But I'm not gonna cross, especially now that there's a little bit of wind. So I think that just makes my turnaround point. I've had a good day out. I had no real destination in mind. I didn't know I was out here. I just wanted to see. So I have anyways. So with that being said, I'm gonna turn around. I got a little snack for the ride home, and I'm just gonna put my head down, eat some crispers, and paddle on back. Might have a swim at that same beach that I've already swam at, but I don't really know. Otherwise, I might just push right to the end, jump in that water when I get there. Anyways, let's head out.
Now as I head back towards what I believe is Mahood Mountain, let's talk about James Mahood, Mahood Lake's namesake. James Mahood was part of a larger group of surveyors that in the late 1800s traversed this area in hopes of finding a route for the railway to come through. Kicking Horse Pass was later named as the route, and nothing other than a few names were left here in Wells Gray. Now that I've pretty much experienced the whole park, I can tell you that this would be a terrible place for a railway. Wells Gray is known for waterfalls, lava beds, lakes, and waterfalls. It's hard to even fathom a train coming through here. And that's probably what James Mahood thought on his journey through. As for today's journey, it's coming to a close. Mahood Lake has been great, and so has my 3-year foray into the lakes of Wells Gray. I encourage you to get out here and see them for yourself, whether that be eating smashburgers at Mahood, or something bigger like tackling Murtle Lake, or even just taking your grandma to Canim Falls. Go to Wells Gray, it's calling. But if I could leave you with just one more piece of advice, in the words of Buzz Lerman, wear sunscreen.
Well, I'm officially back on shore, and honestly, I'm absolutely roasting. I think I look red. Do I look red? I think I look red, which is not good, but it is what it is. I think I might be sunburned, but either way, I'm hot, and I really need to swim. So it was a good day getting out on Mahood Lake. First day paddling this year. Feels good to break the seal, I guess. But that being said, that's it. That's the end of this episode. I'm going swimming. Peace.